Hey everyone, Nick Kratikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and I promised you earlier when we were doing a walkthrough that I would be live tonight. So my original plan was to actually design with that adorable blueberry sign with those little blueberries that I held up. The only issue is that as soon as that live happened, all of them pretty much sold out. We were only able to make a couple kits. So I decided against that, and I decided to work with this purple sign that we still have a few of. But I just want to thank you all so very much for all of the orders you placed today. It's been overwhelming, and we just appreciate your business and your support more than you'll ever know. So if you're catching the replay, let me know. I'm really excited about this because we're going to be using that long cascadey branch. So again, just to recap, because we did get a lot of texts and messages where you can shop, our website is nicksseasonaldecor.com. We're not going to be sending out a text for this video, but make sure that you do text me to the number above or below, 978-396-9150. I don't want to double text tonight, so we're going to just send a text tomorrow when we go live. But I did promise you, and I want to know what you guys think. Should we go live each and every night this year? I would enjoy it, and I think some of you guys would as well. So hands up if that sounds good to you. Item number of AP889213. And I love this because it's got a little bit of glitter and shimmer to it. We also have this in pink. We're going to be dealing with this on our 18-inch grapevines. We have those in stock for $6.99. We're going to just staple the cord that comes with it to the back of the sign. And before I proceed, too, I want to let you guys know that about an hour or so ago, I recorded a very quick, easy tutorial using dollar store lavender. I'm really in shock with the quality that they have this year, and my store was absolutely full of beautiful blooms. So that wreath is getting premiered at, what time is it? 9:22 Eastern Standard tonight. So if you don't mind checking that out later on, I would appreciate it. Taking two pipe cleaners, stapling them with our Arrow staple gun. We have the links to these under blog posts on our website. It's my favorite. This actually came from basically the only grandfather I ever known. He wasn't blood, but he was very generous with his tools and his help and his advice. So this came from him, and it's been well loved all of these years. He had this for years, and now I have it. 3 or 4 staples with the sign. Pretty much every sign that we have in stock you can staple. There's no issues with them. It's when you start dealing with thinner signs, dollar store signs, you're not going to want to add staples to it because it'll just break the front of the sign. Nothing's worse than having a beautiful sign or a beautiful expensive sign and having the staple go right through the front. Certain signs where they're like kind of shabby chic and weathered, it's not as noticeable, but on this sign you'd see it right away. So we're doing something different. We're placing our sign on the lower right-hand corner. And it's only going to take 2 pipe cleaners. One there. And another one on the other side. And I'm placing it so far down below because I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do tonight. And we're dealing with those long cascadey branches, and I want to make sure that we can use them for that purpose. And I don't want to, place a sign too high and have the greenery and the flowers kind of fall on top of the sign. Oh. Can you guys not hear me? Somebody just said they can't hear me. Hi, Renee. You should be able to hear me. Hands up if you can hear me okay. Okay. Just waiting for a few responses. I see some hands up. Is it muted? Hey, Linda. Hey, Chris. I don't think Alex sent a text tonight. You hear me fine, Pat says? Okay. So, Alex, if you're watching this, remove one of these from the inventory. The item number for this beautiful 1.5-inch ribbon is RA165918, and I really like this one. We've used this a lot this year, and it's just so universal. So we're going to actually start with our bow. We're going to do just a traditional bow tonight. Create our loops about 3.5, 4 inches. I'll kind of see if that's to my liking, a little bit smaller. Hey, Norma. All right, I'm figuring 3 to 5 loops on either side. Lisa's hearing me fine. Thank you, Lisa. I think a lot of people have issues with hearing us because they don't have their volume turned up. So if you ever can't hear us, we do have a new mic and it should be working just fine. Just make sure that your volume's all the way up. I was nervous for a second. I was like, did I just do that whole video with nobody being able to hear me? All right, so that's 3 on one side, 4 on the other. Let's see if that's enough for me. And I kind of like that. So we're going to stop with 3 on one side and 4 on the other. Then we can come back in with a set of tails. Maybe we'll try something different with tonight's wreath. Maybe we'll tuck our tails in. So since I don't know, I just cut them really long. Loud and clear. Thank you, Laura. Okay, now we'll come back to the top of the grapevine. Place our bow. And secure it. And then for now, we'll just leave our long tails down below. Like I said, we may do something different with them. But we can always make those final decisions later on. There's no rule that says we have to figure that out right this minute. I think a lot of designers kind of rush things. You know, I know I'm a fast worker, but when I say rush things, I mean they think they have to add something in at that point in time, and that's just never the case. So we'll just take these tails and curl them up. That way they don't get stuck on anything. Laura says, watching from Redmond, Washington. Awesome. Okay, so I gave you the item number for that. Now we're going to work in. Let's see. I really wanted to use these. Do you guys like these in this? Hands up if you do. But the item number for this is FS346909. We also have these. We'll start with these, actually, while we decide. These, I believe, are $5.49. Item number of FN160513. And we'll start with one bush. And these are the new clippers Dad got me. So who's a fan of purples? Let me see. Who's a fan? So we'll start with some of these. I love how open these are. These kind of have that frosted look to them. Well, not frosted, but kind of like Dusty Miller or Lamb's Ear, where they have that velvety color to them. Place 3 like that. Another piece behind the bow. Always make sure you work things in front and to the sides of your bows. So see how all of those are facing downwards? Now we can start taking our products and working them upwards. So Alex, you can remove another one of these. I removed one from the inventory, but we're definitely going to need 2. I want to make this wreath nice and full. So just snip. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate it. And the hearts. I see them coming through. So another exciting thing is that I ordered Mevos. So I have one. I'm sure it works fine. I just don't know how to figure it out. But they've come out with several different versions since then. So I have a new Mevo that's coming soon where it has 3 cameras, you guys. So 3 different cameras that I can angle, one in front, one above like a bird's eye view, and then one behind me off my shoulder. And I'm excited to get those in. Hopefully I can figure out how to use them. But I think it's going to turn out really nice by having those cameras. All right, those 2 bushes are in. We have 1 piece left. I'll place that here. Like that. Hi, Linda. Yes, no text tonight. I know. I didn't want to double text. We actually have some people that say, Oops, sorry. We actually have some people that say, you text me way too much. And the funny thing is that when they said that, we didn't send a text for, I think, 2 or 3 days. So I don't want to bore you guys, and I don't want to bother you by texting too much. So 1 text a day, 2 texts if it's really important. If not, you'll always find us on Facebook. Each night, every day. So here is that olive branch that I was talking about, and these are flying. Lots of these have sold today. FW0040. So hopefully we'll have 1 blueberry sign left because I want to work with it in a video. Even if we won't have any for kit form, you know, we can always get more. But it wasn't really worth our while to list 3 kits. Okay. Is that in? Now it's in. So it's going to look a little funky on the table, but trust me when I say it's going to look pretty once we hang it up. Look at how long this piece is. We don't need it that long. And I'm comfortable using my scissors because I know it's not wired up until here. That's where the wire starts. Be careful dipping in your glue skillet. You don't want those tendrils to fall in. We have 2 more pieces. So this bush was $8.99, and you get a lot of flowers for that. A lot of bang for your buck. I mean, so far we've used $5, $10, $11, $17 worth of flowers, which isn't bad for the amount of coverage we already got. Okay, so I did pull some of these, and I want to work them in. Look at these. These are, I believe, $4.29 or so. Carol says, love it. Thank you, Carol. April says I would use a different color bow. Green, lilac, pink, beige is a little too blah. So to each their own. If you wanted to use a green bow, you absolutely can. I'm a huge lover of beige, so I use it a whole lot. But if you don't like it, that's totally fine. You can absolutely use whatever color. So we'll just work in a little bit of this. Don't want to make it too congested. I want it to be nice and open. Okay, a couple more pieces up top. Like that. So now you guys can let me know. Do you like this in it? I think I do. Let me catch up. This is so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, believe it or not, when I was a little kid, purple was my absolute favorite color. I'm new. How do I order these flowers, etc.? Well, welcome, Cindy. Thank you for clicking on my live. You can order all of our flowers, greenery, ribbons, products, grapevines from nicksseasonaldecor.com. So everything you see in this video, we have. Look, I cut that little leaf off individually. We'll just poke it into the bow. Why not? So Alex, you could remove 2 of these if you don't mind. The item number for these, I don't know if I just said it, but it's FS346909. Oh, that lime green looks great. So we do have a couple lime green ribbons in stock. Those were flying today too, so I wanted to make sure you guys were able to get some. But the lime green on those is a little bit different from this. So, make sure the colors you choose, they don't really compete with such a huge difference in shades and colors. So we'll take this, we'll place this one behind. Like that. Break down another one. Pull that leaf off. And one more. Take another leaf, just work it underneath the bow to cover up a little bit more. Then we have 2 flowers left from those 2 sprays. So I don't want to work in any more of these stems. So I'll just take this one and place it there so it's a little bit more incorporated throughout. That way we don't have too much on one side and not enough on the other. Working a little bit more of this. Item number of PF1653. And can you guys see how tiny those little leaves are? They are so tiny. So I'm going to pull some of these to the side too because I want to use them in a topiary. How's that sound? You guys want to see a topiary with these? Place a piece to cap off the end. You guys know I always like to end gradually and not just have that significant drop off. This is why I broke into that second bush, because right up here there's a little gap. And that'll just easily fill it in. And that's going to cascade down towards the front too. So 7 loop bow, 2 of those green sprays, 2 of the purple inexpensive bushes, 1 of our 1.5 inch open weave burlap. I added a little glue to this, but we didn't need to add it. I'll just stick it there. And that's it, with a sign and an 18-inch grapevine. What do you think? Hey, Bob. Hi, Deborah. All right. So how about I hang it up for you guys? You want to see it? Let me hang it up. So I'm going to move you guys over here with me. Disregard the complete mess. But here's tonight's project. You guys will see this at 9 p.m. tonight. 9:22 p.m. actually, to be exact. I'll place this here just for the time being. How pretty is that? That cost us $15 to make. Then we can take our new wreath. This one we created a little hanger for. Look at that olive branch hang like that. And I think we'll just keep those tails like that. I'm just going to curl this up a little bit tighter. All right, let me bring my lights over. One more light. And there you have it. Oh, you're stuck on a wreath. There we go. There's tonight's project. I might move the sign up a little bit more, tuck it in, but very, very simple. I mean, we didn't use a whole lot of products, and I think it turned out really pretty. I love that purple with that lime green. So again, all of the products we used tonight are available at nicksseasonaldecor.com. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. God forbid we lose our Facebook page. Let me knock on wood. You guys know how I am. There we go. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way we can continue to inspire each and every one of you. So thank you guys again. Thank you for all of the orders you've placed with us today. We just appreciate you so much. And hopefully we bring a little joy to your life and hopefully inspire you above anything else. So once again, see you guys later. Make sure to tune in tonight. Head back to our page at 9:22 to check out that lavender wreath because I'm sure you're going to love how simple it was and how cheap it was. All right, bye everyone.